Okay, so let's consider the Tom Brady versus Gisele, where they're at in the sexual marketplace now that she initiated this jump, right? So it's been a couple years. They've been together how long? They have a couple kids. She's got her kids. The reality is, so she actually left. This happens a lot because, again, she remembers when she was like talk of the town and had all the power. Thinks she's still there at 43. Um, because of the bubble she's in, the contract she has, the money she makes, etc. She still thinks she's up here. Perception wise, I mean, from a masculine perspective, like she cannot create healthy children for you. She has married to Tom Brady, so now you have to like out love and you have to be seen as a better man than Tom Brady and also every other man she could have had in her 23 in her peak years. You have to be more superior than that. So yeah, I mean, she got a Brazilian jiu-jitsu instructor. Like, she's still attractive, right? Genetically, she's still attractive, but from an emotional level, from a long-term relationship perspective, she's not. That's why, like, I don't think even so the jiu-jitsu instructor may get with her, etc. But how good is this chemistry really going to be post Brady? On the other hand, Tom Brady still has all the cards, right? He's a multimillionaire in his 40s, which is still seen as high value. He could still be getting uh, young women without baggage that look up to him, which is necessary for female attraction, as they look up to you. So he's still seen as high value. Now she actually thinks she's up here, and but again, this is just from her own self perception. The reality is, again, can't really procreate anymore, and has baggage, has Tom Brady baggage. Does Brady have baggage? Is he seen as unattractive? No, he's seen as daddy. Like, he has the money, he has the success, he's still a good looking guy. He can still produce children. Like, he can still have another family. And yeah, he's going to be, well, actually, she's worth more than him at the end of the day, so there's no financial consequence to this loss. He upgraded, right? Aside from, he didn't ask for this situation. Um, he still is a good father. He still doesn't go out before this. But, be that as it is, at the end of the day, he's still doing better. And I think, who did he date? And is this a surprise, right? So, he dated 23-year-old model Irina, whatever her name is, at the peak of her value because he's actually at the peak of his value. She dated some unknown guy, and who knows what's happened. But ultimately, this can be skewed because of money, because of genetics, etc. So, she could actually be there, he could be around there at the moment, but the problem is she's losing power quickly. Whatever relationship she gets into, he's like, okay, I have to outcompete Brady and the rest of the world. And he, she has not built, so the loyalty with men is built in these years, right? The more you're loyal here, the more the power his loyalty is to serve you through these years. It's not as important. And by all accounts, I mean, Brady was ready to do that. He may not know his value. Women tend to overestimate, men tend to underestimate. At the end of the day, the rest of the world basically sees them as this. And so, whether he realized it or not, or whether she realized it or not, she positioned herself in a worse situation than he ended up in. And that's the reality of Gisele versus Brady at this point. You know, at another point in their lives, the calculus was different. Early 20s, versus his 30s, still rising as a quarterback. Completely different dynamic. As it is now, she played yourself.